Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, also a Republican, led his chamber in a moment of silence following the devastating massacre and urged national mourning and prayer. Democrats were not falling in line. Thoughts and prayers are not enough. Not when more moms and dads will bury kids this week, and more sons and daughters will grow up without parents, Senator Elizabeth Warren said in a morning tweet. Senator Chris Murphy, whose home state of Connecticut was the scene of a mass shooting in 2012 that killed 26-year-olds and 6 adults, was blunter. "It's time for Congress to get off its ass and do something," Murphy said in a statement. Murphy said he would introduce a new background check bill, and House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi also urged passage of legislation toughening checks on gun sales. The Connecticut tragedy sparked serious negotiations in Congress on tighter gun laws, including tougher background checks for gun buyers. But the effort failed in 2013 amid strong opposition from gun groups such as the National Rifle Association. Subsequent mass shootings have brought a similar call for Congress to act on tougher gun laws, only to see Republicans and some Democrats balk at what they see as infringements on the right to bear arms embedded in the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Nevada's 2 U.S. Senators, Republican Dean Heller and Democrat Catherine Cortez Masto, on Monday both issued statements offering prayers to victims and thanks to first responders, but neither mentioned anything about gun laws. Senate Democrats take floor on guns. Ryan, when asked in an interview last month with the Associated Press about steps to diminish gun violence, said many mass shootings were at the hands of people with mental illnesses, and said Congress needed to ensure that federal funds were available to address such illnesses. "But if you're saying that this Republican Congress is going to infringe upon Second Amendment rights, we're not going to do that," he said. The House, however, recently passed a massive funding bill for next year that would cut $306 million from the government's Substance Abuse and Mental Health Administration. Democrats on Monday wrote to Ryan asking that he stop from further consideration a bill before the House that would make it easier to buy gun silencers, something that gun control advocates oppose. Supporters argue the bill would protect more gun users from damage to their hearing. Senate Democrats were holding the floor into the evening on Monday to talk about the Las Vegas massacre and the need for gun controls. One California politician offered another possible path forward. Gavin Newsom, the state's current lieutenant governor and a candidate for governor in the 2018 election, suggested that California act on its own. "We are heartbroken that we can't pass common-sense gun laws in our nation," Newsom said in a statement. "If the Republican leadership of Congress and this president continue with their moral and intellectual abandon, California has and must continue to chart the path of rationality." As has been the case following past mass shootings in the United States, the Las Vegas murders raised expectations of brisk gun sales by people who fear that gun control laws will become stricter, driving up the shares of gun makers. American outdoor brands rose 3.2% while Sturm Ruger & Co. rose 3.5%. That followed a trend seen following the June 12, 2016 shooting at an Orlando, Florida, nightclub, when American Outdoor gained 7% and Ruger jumped 8.5%. Gun control now was among the top trending hashtags on Twitter in the United States on Monday.